here because the outside world rejects you.
Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome to another Ninja Turtles updates video where we talk about some of the latest Ninja Turtles news that has dropped in the past few days. We've had quite a few stories build up this week. We have some pretty big comic book news, a new video game released, new collectibles, and a clothing line collab that recently launched. So let's go ahead and take a look at all these and break them down. Alright, so first up we have some pretty big comic book news here. This is having to do with the main Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles comics. And you can see that we're looking over here on IGN.com. The headline reads, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, IDW reveals a stunning future for the series in 2025. Okay, so super interesting. Let's keep reading. So we can see here in the first paragraph it reads, IDW recently relaunched their flagship Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles comic with a star-studded creative team, including a new series writer, Jason Aaron, and a rotating team of artists. Now IGN can exclusively reveal the series' new regular artist, Juan Ferreira, will join Jason Aaron, the writer, on the series beginning with January's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles issue number 6. And yeah, you can see some of his artwork there. Now, just to give some context to newcomers, the Ninja Turtles main comics, so the ones published by IDW Publishing, recently relaunched the title with the new issue number 1. So before that, the comic had ran 150 issues, and this started way back in 2011. And yeah, month after month, year after year, they kept advancing the story further and further along. Then when they eventually got to issue 150 earlier this year, they announced a whole new writer for the series, so Jason Aaron, and that they would be restarting the numbering system with a new number 1, so a new issue number 1, to mark the beginning of this new era. And so far, only issues 1 and 2 have come out. We actually already have done 2 podcasts covering those issues. I'll leave a pinned comment for them here down below. You can go ahead and check that out after this video. Now, like they said there in the report when the comics relaunched, with that new issue number 1, we got word that from issues 1 through 5, we'd see a different artist for each issue. But yeah, looking at this news here, it looks like they're starting with issue number 6 in January with a regular artist. So this will be the same art style now from here moving forward. And we can see some interior preview art there for the book that they revealed. And we can see what the turtles will look like now. You can see in one of the preview pages, Raphael punches Michelangelo. So things seem a little tense here amongst the group. But yeah, it looks like they'll be heading back into the sewers. Pretty cool to see them all back together as they were separated at the beginning of this relaunch. We haven't seen how exactly they get back together, but we do know that that's what Raphael's trying to do here at the beginning of this new story. So yeah, it'll be cool to see what the group dynamic is like now that Jason Aaron is doing the writing on these stories. Curious to see what that'll be like, especially given all the stuff that these turtles have gone through. You can see down here it says that issue number 6 will be released on January 29th, 2025. So there you go, big news. The main Turtles comic is getting a new regular artist. Let me know what you think of the art style. Let's keep moving.
This is not an emergency drill.
Let's run, it's gonna blow!
Something is happening to the mutants we know. And to the new ones that recently arrived.
I lost all impulse control.
Could there be something in the water making you crazy?
Some kind of organic protein.
Who is behind this?
Who the heck is that?
Only the Ninja Turtles can find out and fix this.
Yeah, so about that clearly evil plan.
This is an adventure like they've never faced before. And for that, they'll go all over the city. It might seem exhausting, but they're not alone.
Perfect timing. Race away.
And they have lots of pizza.
Okay, so there you saw it. The Ninja Turtles video game, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutants Unleashed, is now out. And this game is the one that takes place in the Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem universe. So the movie that came out in 2023. This game takes place between that movie and its upcoming sequel, the one that's supposed to come out October 9th, 2026. So we're seeing what's happening in between. Although I don't know where it takes place in relation to the Tales of the TMNT show, so the new show that came out this year, which is also in the same continuity. It kind of seems like it's taking place after that show though, but I'm not 100% certain on that. Anyways, the game is now out on PS5, PS4, Xbox, and PC, as you saw there in the trailer. We'll try to do a playthrough here on the channel. Also, if you've played the game already, let us know down below what you thought of the game. Now, staying on Mutants Unleashed, there are some skin packs there at the end of the trailer that you may have noticed that show off 4 new skin packs for the game. There's the 1987 show pack, which we discussed in our previous updates video. There was some screenshots of it on xbox.com, but here we see a few more packs. We have the 1984 comic pack, so the turtles in black and white like the original comics, and then we have the Metalhead pack, so all the turtles looking like Metalhead, and then there's the fresh meat pack, which seems to allow you to play as some of the new mutants from this continuity. Anyways, it looks like the 1987 pack is currently already out. The others simply say coming soon, so we'll have to wait and see what those release dates will be later. Now down at the bottom you can see it also says also available with the season pass, so there you go. Mutants Unleashed will be getting multiple skin packs, and the game is now out, so go check it out if that's something you're interested in. Alright, next we're looking over here on the Collect PCS website. You can see that they have a Ninja Turtles 1990 movie Origins Deluxe diorama. This is 1:1 in scale, and you can see there that it does say about 14 inches wide, and you have the 1990 Ninja Turtles there before they were mutated as they walk through the ooze, kind of like how we saw in the flashback during the 1990 Ninja Turtles movie when Splinter's telling their story. You can see that they've given each turtle their color as like part of their skin, kind of how a red-eared slider has red on the side of its head. And yeah, I just think it's a super cool diorama here. It does say in the description that it lights up, and you can see there in the image that the ooze under the turtles and the crack in the ooze canister is glowing. This looks like it'll ship out between May 2025 and July 2025, but if you see there, they are taking orders already. Anyways, that about wraps it up for this one. Let me know what you think. Let's move on over to the next story. Okay, so next we're moving on to some New York Comic Con reveals. These were reported over here on Toy News International, and you can see that first up we have these new NECA 2012 Ninja Turtles figures. We had heard news earlier in the year that NECA was going to end up doing 2012 Ninja Turtles, and now we're getting our first look at them here. Looks like the first turtles they'll be doing is Leonardo and Michelangelo. They were on the NECA display there at the con, and you can see the different heads that they come with. So they have a couple heads with like regular eyes, and then they have a head with the all white eyes when they get serious. It also looks like Michelangelo comes with Ice Cream Kitty and a skateboard, and Leonardo comes with a bow and arrow and a grappling hook gun. But yeah, these are pretty cool. Can't wait to see what the packaging looks like and what Donatello and Raphael look like as well. Now, these are not the only new NECA figures that were revealed at the con. Next up, we have this new figure of the character of Chote. This is a character from the original black and white comics. He's associated with the Savanti Romero character. Next, we see a new Archie Comics character, and we can see that it's a wrestling ace duck. And we also see another new Archie Comics figure with Wingnut and Screwloose here. I don't believe I've seen these ones before. There's also that Belly Bomb variant right there, which is new, as well as Kang Shredder, which I don't think I've seen before. Next, we have these new Last Ronin figures, and I believe they're calling them the Nightmare Turtles. I believe there is a sequence in the story where they look like this. I don't remember if it's from the main book or from the Lost Years book, but I do remember seeing them in this style. And it looks like we'll also be getting figures based off of the current ongoing Ninja Turtles Saturday Morning Adventures comics, so the comics that kind of take place in the original cartoon universe. And it looks like the first character we'll be getting in this line is this Dark Leo figure, and it also looks like they did a Creepy Eddie figure as well. But yeah, I believe that's all the new figures they showed off, at least what I've seen so far. If any others pop up throughout the weekend, we'll go ahead and discuss it in our next updates video. Alright, next up, we're still looking over here on International Toy News, and we can see that Playmates is doing some new figures based off of the Mutant Mayhem continuity. They're branded as Mutants Unleashed, so the new video game, but as we know, that game takes place in the Mutant Mayhem world. And first up, we can see a new Donatello in a hoodie figure. I'm sure this will be called High School Donatello, kinda how the Raphael and Michelangelo high school figures that came out recently Next, we have this Dolphin mutant character, which we've seen in the promo material for the game, as well as this praying mantis character right there. And lastly, it looks like they also revealed a new high school Leonardo figure. Looks like he comes with a little laptop, but yeah, that's pretty much all of the new Mutant Mayhem or Tales or Mutants Unleashed figures. Let's keep moving. Next up, we have new Masters of the Universe Ninja Turtles figures. It looks like they'll be doing another wave of these. And you can see there from these new pictures that were provided by Mattel, by the way, that there's new figures of all 4 of the Turtles, as well as this new Snake Shredder figure that looks pretty cool. It does look like these will be released in the spring of 2025, but I have seen some of these pop up on different websites for pre-order. Next, we're jumping back into some news that came over from New York Comic Con. We can see over here again on Toy News International that it looks like Mondo had a panel at the con where they revealed that they're going to be doing a 1/6 scale Ninja Turtles line, so a brand new line of Turtles figures. And it looks like at the panel they showed off a preview of Donatello. You can kind of see what he's going to look like there. It kind of reminds me of the Injustice Turtles a little bit. We'll see what they actually look like when the official photos come out, but I did think it was a pretty cool preview image. Now we're looking over here on the official Instagram page for Super 7, and recently they announced that they're going to be adding some more Ninja Turtles figures to their reaction line. These figures will be based off of the original Mirage comics, and we can see that we're going to be getting the characters of April, Casey Jones, the Shredder, and the Foot Soldier, which all do now appear to be available on the Super 7 website. Staying with Super 7, we can see that they also posted here on their Instagram page a new glow-in-the-dark Wingnut and Screw Loose set. We can see that it says available now at Walmart. Not much else on this one, just the new reveal that I thought you guys would want to see. Let's move on over to the last story. And lastly, you can see that the clothing company Sidemen have launched their Ninja Turtles Sidemen collection. You can see that there's hoodies, jackets, shirts, boxing gloves, and more. You can see this video here of KSI meeting up with the Turtles as they had their launch for the line. But yeah, that about does it for this updates video. Let me know what you think of some of these Turtles news stories. Like I mentioned before, if we get any more news from Comic-Con throughout the weekend, we'll go ahead and talk about it in the next updates video. But for now, go check out the podcast we did covering issue 2 of the IDW Ninja Turtles comics relaunch. So the latest book that has come out, we broke it down from beginning to end. Super fun to go over all of that with me and my co-host Stacy Jones. Go check it out. But thanks again everybody for watching. Subscribe if you're new, follow on all the socials, check out the website, and I will see you in a little bit with another video. Take care.